Alright, so welcome to the last and final experiment. This time I'm playing I Want to Be the Guy. I've never played this one, so I don't know how this is going to go. So we shall see. I'm going to test the theory of what makes games fun and those factors that I figured out and see if I can apply them to this particular game to see if I can have some fun with it. So, guessing the controls are like that. Okay. Okay, I did something right there. How about... Because I looked up the controls before. Shit. Well, that definitely isn't right. So far I'm not like... I don't hate this so far. Yeah, there's one-hit kills and everything, but it seems like... I don't know, there's something about it that's like legitimate. Why did I do that again? It seems like there's a legitimate reason for this. So I'm not too upset about it at the moment. Okay. This could get old pretty quick though. If I keep dying over and over and over and over again. I don't think I want to be the guy then, if that's the case. Shit. Okay. That clearly didn't work. Well, I know that this, I'm supposed to be doing that at least. I think, anyway. In terms of what I'm feeling, starting to feel a little bit tense. I'm getting a little tired of it already. But I'm still having some fun with it. Shit. Okay, alright, that didn't work. Huh. Doesn't help either that I'm like a super novice gamer, so like... And I haven't played that many hard games. This is like one of those deliberately hard games. But I chose this one specifically because these type of games are usually the type of games I don't have fun with. And I gotta be honest, I'm starting not to have that much fun with this one. Shit. Alright. Gotta keep giving this a shot. Fuck. Come on. I'm that close. Just a teensy bit close that I explode in a geyser of blood. Okay, alright. So clearly it's like a bunch of traps and stuff like that. That's what's going on here. Shit. Alright. Okay. How am I going to make this game? Well, first off, it does have decent graphics for an indie game. So that's not terrible. It definitely does remind me of an NES game. Like an old platformer. Which I think is the whole point of it. So, shit. But... And the controls are easy to understand and comprehend. There's nothing like that's super difficult. I mean, I'm already getting a handle on them. The game design, though... Shit, well, that's all on me. The design of the game, the level design, the code, and all of that definitely does seem to be like it's on purpose. Shit. It's purposely made to be difficult. Where these spikes will insta-kill you. And I think there's some pattern to it, but I don't know precisely what it is yet. I mean, I know that aspect of it, but I'm still trying to figure out what to do when I get to at this point. Shit. Yeah, I gotta be honest. Like, shit, fuck, come on. I'm definitely not having fun with it right now. So, to test my theory, Let's talk about the different factors a lot of fun games had. Well, I mean, the music is good here. So I do like the music. It's pretty a nice rocking soundtrack. Silver Surfer had a decent score too. So that doesn't necessarily mean anything. The sound effects, there really isn't that many. So except for when the spikes move around and maybe when you hit like the ceiling or something, I think there's like if you hit a brick, I think you can hear a sound effect when you do that. Shit. I'm definitely getting really annoyed with this game right now. 'Cause I think it's like, yeah. You can hear like a little dull little noise or whatever, but it's not much of anything. So sound effects aren't that satisfying. Level design, pretty generic, but I think that's the whole point. Basic. Basic as basic can be. You know, basic as level design can be. Mechanics, I mean, I can't really necessarily say that they're terrible because it's honestly what they're trying to do. I mean, they're created specifically to be like this type of rage quit game. So, I will say this though, compared to Silver Surfer, and the Rocketeer on the Super Nintendo, I'm not as irritated with this. Like, I still want to keep playing. Like, I want to see if I can actually get past this level. Like, I haven't really gotten to the point yet where I'm like, oh man, I do not want to play this anymore. So, I would say that has solidified the theory that, I guess, using those factors that I came up with, specifically the machine actions, I'm able to have some fun with games that are purposely built to be difficult or frustrating. This doesn't really have complex level design. It's not really that confusing or anything with its level design. So, so it's not one of those games. Oh, okay. Maybe this is how... Shit. Okay, alright. I think I'm getting somewhere with that, though. See, this is the thing, like... little bits of progress really lead me to continue wanting to play the game. Like, I am actually fairly entertained by this, despite the fact that it is a rage quit game. So I definitely do feel that I can have fun with this. Now, am I having as much fun with this as the games that I'm familiar with? Absolutely not. Or the games that are not rage quit games? No, I'm not. I think when it comes to a fun game, it's ultimately subjective at the end of the day. But I think with these particular factors that I've outlined, I think you can have fun even with games like this. Maybe not a lot of fun or as much fun as other people who are really conditioned to and really relish and love this type of challenging game that is purposely difficult. It's as hard as possible, so that way it makes it feel like when you get past a level, it's like a gigantic accomplishment. It's a weight off your shoulders. So yeah, yeah, definitely I feel that Andrew Galloway's gamic actions definitely apply to this. It's the machine actions here are what makes this game hard, but they also are what helps make this game unique and want you to keep playing it despite the fact that it's so difficult, because you want to beat it. Like, it's not one of those games like you just want to throw away or like, I'm done, I don't want to play it anymore. There's something about it that just draws you to it. The simplicity, I think, is a boon. I definitely think the simplicity of I Want to Be the Guy is something that ultimately helps the game be continuously playable, even though if you don't get that far, like, you just want to keep playing it because you want to see if maybe this will be the day that you can get past the level, or this will be the day where you get farther with your playthrough. It's challenging, but that's the point. So I think I guess that's it. Doesn't come across as like the developer's lazy, or they didn't really try that hard, or they knew that the game wasn't going to be that long and they didn't have that much development time, so they made it as difficult as possible. It's not like that, and I appreciate that because I think that's kind of what's going on with games like Silver Surfer or The Rocketeer. Like, in comparison, Rocketeer and Super Nintendo is way worse than this. Because, I mean, even despite the one-hit kills and the frustration that can be had while playing I Want to Be the Guy, it's still a game that, at least there's a purpose here, and at least it's more of a legitimate game than The Rocketeer on the Super Nintendo. Plus, I have absolutely no nostalgic memories, good or bad, associated with this guy or this game. But yeah, I definitely feel that nostalgia plays a factor, but I don't think it's a big factor. I think the biggest factor that fun games have in common is machine actions. 100% machine actions. With a small small semblance of player actions, because that's ultimately where it comes into, like, personal taste comes into play. But yeah, this is a game that probably take me hours and hours and hours of practice to finally get anywhere with it. But you know, I think I'll go for that. I mean, it only cost me. I mean, it also helps too that it was essentially a free game. I mean, I only donated like $1 to be able to keep playing this. So, well, in order to have this game to play. So that also helps too. I mean, for $1, I mean, I'd say pretty good. Decent amount of gameplay. I mean, it's definitely a game that I could see myself playing a bunch of times because I'm gonna have to do that in order to make any progress with this game. So yeah, in terms of level design, it's not anything that's that complex or confusing. Controls are easy to understand and pick up and play, despite the fact that, you know, I'm dying over and over and over and over again. But that's because I'm still trying to feel my way out, trying to feel my way through this particular game, trying to figure out what I should do. I would probably say, if I were to play this again, I'd probably lower the difficulty level to like the lowest that's possible, because I'm a total noob. But yeah, oh shit. But in terms of all those factors, it's got all the factors that a lot of the games that I liked had. A lot of the fun games had. Easy to grasp and understand controls. The level design isn't overly complex or confusing. It's got a good soundtrack, and it definitely feels like the difficulty. It's difficult for a reason. There's a purpose to the difficulty. It's not one of those difficult games that's not. Oh, damn! I was so close. I actually almost did it. Oh my god. Oh wow. Now I really want to keep going. And that's a sign of a legitimately fun game. I mean, I wouldn't choose this over other games willingly, but I'll still give this a play every now and then. I mean, because look, I mean, just Just that one moment where I was so close to the end. I mean, you want to talk about emotions? I was almost elated. There was almost this sense of elation that almost came over me, and would have came over me if I had made it. If I had made it to the end of that level. It was so close. Man. I was so close to getting there. Getting farther than I've ever been before. It definitely, this game is definitely designed to get you addicted and keep you psychologically motivated to keep playing, especially when you have moments like that where you're so close to winning and you're like, it's just that delayed gratification, and like you can't stand it. You're like, I gotta get it. I want it now. I want it. And as I talk about it, I'm being distracted and stuff like that. But yeah, I gotta be honest. Like I'm actually legitimately starting to enjoy this game. This is really interesting. I definitely do feel that understanding things, how the game is, and the different factors associated with this particular game, and comparing them with other factors that I've seen and witnessed and experienced in games that I find to be fun, I definitely feel that this game is getting to be one of those games, despite the fact that I'm... Oh shit, I forgot to jump! I almost did it! I was almost there! Shit! Oh, come on, man! Yes, I want to be the guy. I want to be the guy. I want to get... I was almost there. Shit. Oh, man. Yeah, I definitely say this experiment was a success. I mean, I'm having just about as much fun with this game that's a rage quit game as I had with playing Super Mario All-Stars, which is crazy. I mean, I should be upset. I should be really frustrated with this. I should be like, oh, this is bullshit. This is stupid. I keep dying and dying and dying and dying. But, it makes sense that he'd die in one hit with a giant bunch of spikes. Like, that makes sense. Silver Surfer is like a cosmic god. It makes no sense that he would die running into a wall. So... this game doesn't have any of that sort of those logic lapses, those lapses in logic that make it so it's like, well, this is just stupid. There's nothing like that with this particular game. And any mistakes that are made is all on you. It's all on the player. The player's actions are what makes the game bad, if you can call it that, because you're the one that makes the mistakes. The game isn't glitching. It's not having anything like that. You're the one that's making any of the errors that occur. And I guess I never really thought about hard games like that. I thought about them like, oh, they're just hard and this sucks and this isn't fun. But thanks to my research and thanks to all of the Let's Plays I've done leading up to this, I honestly do have a newfound appreciation for this game. And for the developer, and yeah. It's not as much fun as Donkey Kong Country, but because it is starting to get a little tiresome right now. Like, it's interesting. I've run through a whole smorgasbord of emotions through this video. I was like, this is kind of tiresome. I'm not having fun. Then I'd start having fun, and then whatever adrenaline or endorphins I had are starting to wear off. So now I'm like, getting starting to get a little irritated with it. But I'm getting irritated with myself, not really with the game. Because it's not the game's fault. It's me. I'm the one that's stupid. I'm the one that sucks. Like what Bogo says. He says that games are stupid and gamers are stupid. And initially I hated that. I was like, that's just so stupid. But then now that I think about it, you know, I kind of get what he was meaning. I kind of get what he was trying to get across there. He was trying to talk about how games themselves, they don't think for themselves. I mean, there is an AI in some of the games, but they still don't think for themselves like we do. And when it comes to us being stupid, well, when it comes to something like this, I mean, it is pretty dumb to keep playing a game over and over again that you're clearly not very good at, and you're clearly dying like hundreds and hundreds of times just on one level alone. But it's just one of those things that I did. I guess I can't jump. I guess that's it. I could have sworn I pressed shift. I guess you can't jump when you get to that point? Well, then how are you supposed to get past that if you can't jump? Now that's really annoying me. Now that ties into like confusing level design and incoherent mechanics and game structure where they don't even tell you like, oh, you can't do this. Oh, shit. I'm starting to get to that fucking part, though. A lot quicker. So I'm definitely starting to get somewhere here. So I'm making serious progress. But now, that progress is is deadened. Like, I'm feeling a sense of disappointment here. And definitely frustration is starting to set in. Because I'm like, well, I got past that point. Why am I not? Why can I not? Okay. Yes! Okay, I did it. So what am I supposed to do now? What do I do? What the fuck was I supposed to do? Maybe that block right there? I'm supposed to fall on that onto that block? Okay, now I'm really confused. What? But I want to keep going because I want to know how to get through that. I swear, I think I'm close. I've got to be close. I have to be close. Got to be close to the end here. I have to be. But how? How do I... Oh, shit. Damn it. How do I do that? Now I'm just puzzled and I'm bewildered. I still don't want to turn the game off. I mean, that's a testament of the different factors that are in play here when it comes to how legitimately fun this game can be despite the frustration. Okay, now I'm really starting to lose focus. Now I'm pissed at myself. That's all on me. It's really testing my patience. Now, that's the point, but... Okay. Alright. There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be... It's almost there. How do I get through this level? How do I get to the next save point? It's really aggravating now because I know I'm so close, but I don't know what to do. So that sucks. But then again, not knowing, kind of, there's something about that too. It makes it so it's it makes it so it's a game that's worth continuing to play, because you want to figure out for yourself. Damn it! I don't know how. Honestly, I don't wanna play it anymore, because I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do next, and I think that's why, honestly, this is a little bittersweet. Like, I think it's still a legitimately fun game at times, but it's one of those things where when you get to this point, you're kind of lost and you're wondering, like, what am I supposed to do next? And I don't like that. I've never liked that in games. So that ties into game actions. It ties into the machine actions. It ties into the actions of the machine, of the code, of the developer and the programmer and their decisions, what they ended up putting inside of the game. It's not necessarily the player. I mean, it probably is a combination of the player, because I more than likely am probably doing it wrong. I think I'm supposed to find a way to fall onto that one little platform there on the right where there isn't any spikes on it, but I don't know how to even get there. I don't know how I'm supposed to get to that platform, or even how. I'm just at a loss for words. I don't know, like, if I get to that platform, where should I go? Like, I want to keep playing later to be able to see if I can figure it out, but I don't want to play it anymore. And I think, yes, I've gone through a bunch of different emotions, and I've used a lot of the different factors that I have come up with for fun games, and games that I found to be fun, and applied them to this game and to this particular playthrough. And I have managed to find some fun with I Want to Be the Guy, which I never really thought that would ever happen. And there was that point where I thought, like, it's just about as much fun as some of these other games. But then there's moments like this where I get to past that point that I could not get past, and then there's another obstacle in my way that I don't understand, and I don't know how to solve. So that leads the fun factor to be a lot more diminished, and ultimately makes it a game that is intermittently fun. But that's more than I thought that this game would ever be, because I knew it was some infamous rage quit game, and I don't like difficult games, and I don't like hard games, and so I was expecting it to just be total pain and misery, but it really wasn't. So that was really surprising. And so I would say, if you take anything from these series of experiments, I would say play a game for yourself that you personally have never played, that is known to be really difficult or bad, and see if you can use some of the factors that I've mentioned throughout these videos and apply them to that game, and see if you can appreciate the game a little more, and see if you can have at least some fun with it. Maybe it might not become one of your favorite games, because this definitely isn't one of my favorite games. And maybe it won't become a game that you'll play over and over again for hours and hours and hours, like the other games that you really enjoy and you personally find to be fun. But maybe it'll be a game that you can at least get some enjoyment out of, and can kill some time with, and can feel like it's at least worth your while. So anyway, thank you once again for watching and listening to me go through my emotions and go through what I personally find to be worthwhile about some of these games, and also how they apply to their individual fun factor. Yeah, I hope you had fun, no pun intended, watching these videos. And yeah, thanks again, and I will see you later.